the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Mountaineers offense will have the football first. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Finds his man, it's Hamilton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open. So throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again.
Oh, a lot of space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Connors. They'll stop him at the 36 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Broussard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fires to the That's across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the line and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last. They had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, the ball squirts out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Running to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. You know, gone are the days when the down marker says 4 and you automatically send the punt team out.
No doubt. So many numbers, so many possessions. Everything is monitored. Everything is calculated. And now the analytics say, listen, you got to take more chances if you want to win games.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Now on the option. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by just 1 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Unleashes one. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Defense in press coverage. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Henderson. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. play fake on first down, wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, he leads it with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
on the play before he slides. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
Number 91 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're setting up the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Number 22.
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
West Virginia, 21. Houston, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
There he goes! Wide open spaces at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cornell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Arizona. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Pulled down for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. How about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll run for it on third and short. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Henderson. Punts it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He'll toss it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Gallagher. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Runs through the tackle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
Return goes out of bounds.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the move, it's White. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's loose. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
At the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's White. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Crosses midfield. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Cougars have a chance to make that turnover pay off as they come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snap again. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. On the move and looking deep. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Connors. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeout.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle with Sanford. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.